Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Kyffin Simpson of HMD Motorsports. Of course, he'll be running for that team in Indy Lights. Kyffin, how's it going?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. Of course, a lot has gone on for you in the past few years, and now you're getting another opportunity to run in Indy next once again. What's that going to be like for you?
It's going to be interesting this year. It's going to be a big grid this year. Lots of new teams coming into the series and lots of new drivers. And we swapped over to Firestone tires this year as well. So it's going to be a lot of learning this year, learning how the new tire works, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. What are you most excited about for this year?
Um, I'm just really excited to see how the Firestone tires work because we haven't gotten to try them yet, and I've heard great things about them, and I'm sure they're going to be good. But just want to try them out for myself.
Of course, a lot of people, you had some solid results on the track. Of course, you were also signed as Chip Ganassi's Racing's development driver. What has that done for you?
It's helped me a lot. I've gotten to like work with all of their engineers and learn from all their drivers as well. I spent a lot of time with Dario, and he's taught me a lot. He's helped me out at different tracks that I haven't been to yet, and tracks I went to for the first time this year. So it's been great working with them.
Are you more confident heading into this year, knowing that you have been in the series before?
Um, a little bit. It helps to know the car. It helps to know even just how everything runs, like how a race runs out, like pacing wise, um, and all of that, all of those types of things. So it does help for sure.
What's it going to be like having all those teammates with you?
It can really only be good. It's gonna be a busy tent, but I know HMD is gonna do a great job keeping everything organized, and we'll just have plenty of data to look at. So I think it'll be nothing but good.
Okay. Uh, what tracks are you most looking forward to this year?
Probably Road America. Road America is always one of my favorite tracks. It's just got all the long straights and all the great passing zones, so it's always great for a good race there.
Yeah. Um, it really kind of going into this year, do you feel like this is the year that I really think that I can go win I can go after this championship and all that?
Yeah, for sure. I think nothing's stopping me. I've got a great team behind me. Through testing, we were really strong, and I think when we get to the next test, I think we'll also be strong for the first time on Firestones. Um, and then I think we'll be strong going into St. Pete. I think we've got definitely the car and the team to win the championship this year.
Kind of talk about what we're going to expect at St. Pete. A lot of, as you mentioned, a lot of new faces, a lot more cars out there. What do you think the series is going to be like?
I'm not exactly sure. I think it's gonna look a little bit more like how the IndyCar is, IndyCar series is. With more cars on track, it's gonna be a little bit busier during practice. Maybe a little bit more difficult to get proper clean laps in without any traffic. So we'll see how it goes, but I think it'll still be good. Um, I think there will definitely still be available track because it's going to be um it's in practice at least there'll be people in and out of the pits working on the cars. So we'll see how it goes. I think it's going to be good. I think having more cars is going to make the races much more interesting, and it's going to cost you a lot more if you make big mistakes.
Talk about how you mentally prepare for a race.
I really like going over videos a couple times, data, just making sure I think through all the possible outcomes really. Like if this person goes to the inside, I go this way. If this person goes to the outside, I go that way, kind of thing. Um, so you just think about the different situations you could find yourself in and try to predict the unpredictable, really.
Yeah. What when you're looking at video data, what specifically are you looking for?
Different places you can improve, like maybe you can get on the throttle a little bit earlier, or you can brake a little bit later, or a little bit harder, or different, or whatever. So there's lots of different things you can change by looking at video and data and find different little things as well. So it's really important to make sure you go over it properly.
What's the toughest track do you think you're gonna have the hardest challenge with?
I'm not exactly sure. We, I think all the tracks are pretty similar, so I don't know if there's really going to be one that I struggle with more than the others. Um, I know St. Pete last year, it was just my first time at in an Indy Lights race, so that might be difficult because I didn't. It was my first time, so it was kind of like I didn't have a whole lot of experience, and I don't know how much I've learned from it, but I feel like I've learned a lot, even from the other tracks, so I think it'll be good.
I know Detroit's going to be a little different this year. You're going to be racing in the streets of Detroit. How excited is that?
I think that's going to be really cool. I think the pit lane is a little bit confusing to me, but I think it'll all be sorted out by the time we get there anyways. So, um, I think it'll be a lot of fun racing now in the city. So I think that'll be cool.
Okay, so and kind of talk about just yeah, what your schedule is going to be like before we get to St. Pete in March. How many test dates are you going to really do?
We've just got one, I think, just got one day in Homestead, maybe.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly where it is, but I think it's probably Homestead. Um, so it's not a whole lot of testing that we're going to get to do with the Firestone tires, and that's going to make it all that more interesting when we get to St. Pete.
All right. Well, Kyffin Simpson, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us, and best of luck this season.
Thank you.